On March 27, 1992, a 21-year-old nun was found dead in a convent well. The police called it suicide, but her alarm was set for 4 a.m. Her slippers were scattered, and her body bore marks of a brutal struggle. This was no suicide, it was murder. And what happened next? A 28-year cover-up involving the church, corrupted cops, and a thief who risked everything to expose the truth. Today's story is one of the most haunting mysteries in Indian history, a tale of betrayal, cover-ups, and a justice delayed for nearly 3 decades. Yes, it's the story of Sister Abhaya, a 21-year-old nun whose brutal murder in 1992 was only solved in 2020. On the quiet morning of March the 27th, 1992, in the serene town of Kottayam, Kerala, a horrific crime took place that would haunt India for decades. Sister Abhaya, a 21-year-old nun, was found dead in the well of St. Pius II's convent, where she lived and studied. What initially appeared to be a tragic suicide soon unraveled into one of India's most controversial murder mysteries. A case marred by cover-ups, botched investigations, and an agonizing 28-year wait for justice. Sister Abhaya, born Ansi Matthew, was a bright and devout young woman who had dedicated her life to the church. On the night before her death, she had dinner with her fellow nuns and retired to bed as usual. At 4 a.m., she woke up to study for an upcoming exam, setting an alarm, a detail that would later dismantle the suicide theory. Shortly after, she was seen entering the kitchen, where something terrible happened. By dawn, her lifeless body was discovered in the convent's well, her slippers scattered, the kitchen in disarray, and a water bottle left spilled on the floor. The local police, led by V.V. Augustine, quickly dismissed the case as suicide, despite glaring inconsistencies. The autopsy report listed drowning as the cause of death, ignoring the severe head injury and bruises on her arms, clear signs of a violent struggle. Suspicion grew when crucial evidence vanished. Sister Abhaya's clothes were burned, her personal diary disappeared, and the initial post-mortem report was suspiciously incomplete. The nuns and local community were outraged, demanding a proper investigation. Over the next decade, the case was handed from the Kerala police to the crime branch and eventually to the Central Bureau of Investigation, CBI. Each investigation was plagued by irregularities. In 1994, CBI officer Varghese P. Thomas resigned, claiming he was pressured to declare the case a suicide. For years, the truth remained buried, until 2007, when an unlikely witness came forward. Adaka Raju, a petty thief, revealed that he had been stealing copper from the convent's roof on the night of the murder. He testified that he saw Father Thomas Couture, a senior priest, Father Jose Puthrakayal, and Sister Sephi inside the kitchen in a compromising situation. According to Raju, Sister Abhaya had stumbled upon them, leading to her murder. His testimony was explosive, but instead of being protected, Raju was arrested and tortured for 58 days. Police tried to force him to confess to the murder, even offering bribes, money, a house, and jobs for his family, but he refused to back down. The case took a dramatic turn in 2008 when the CBI conducted narco-analysis tests on the 3 suspects. Under truth serum, Father Couture confessed, "She saw us. We had to silence her." Sister Sephi admitted to striking Sister Abhaya with an axe, matching the head wound in the autopsy. However, the investigation was sabotaged again. The narco test recordings were heavily edited, with over 30 suspicious cuts. Shockingly, the original footage was later leaked to a Kerala TV channel, exposing the damning confessions to the public. Despite overwhelming evidence, the legal battle dragged on for years. The church, influential politicians, and even law enforcement seemed determined to bury the truth. Finally, in 2020, after 28 years of relentless pursuit by activists, journalists, and Sister Abhaya's family, the Kerala High Court convicted Father Thomas Couture and Sister Sephi, sentencing them to life imprisonment. Father Jose Puthrakayal was acquitted due to insufficient evidence. The case remains a dark stain on India's justice system, exposing how power and corruption can obstruct the truth. Sister Abhaya's murder was not just a crime against an individual, but an attack on justice itself. The bravery of Adaka Raju, an ordinary man who stood against immense pressure, proved that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the truth can prevail. Yet many questions linger. Who ordered the cover-up? Why were so many officials complicit? And how many other such crimes remain buried? Sister Abhaya's story is a chilling reminder that justice delayed is justice denied. But it is also a testament to the courage of those who refuse to let the truth die. Her memory lives on as a symbol of the fight against corruption, power, and impunity. This case forces us to ask, how many truths are buried because the powerful hide them? Why did it take a thief to expose a crime the police ignored? Sister Abhaya's story isn't just about murder. It's about corruption, the fragility of justice, and the courage of unlikely heroes. So tell me, what do you think? Was this a victory or a reminder of how deep the rot goes? Share your thoughts below.